The W, the O, the R, the K. The W, the O, the R, the K. Look yourself in the face. Look yourself in the mirror. Ask yourself, are you giving 120% every day? Every play? Give me 120 or don't give me nothing at all. The guy you competing against, you haven't outworked him. You've not outworked the person next to you. You've not out-hustled them. You've not out-grind them. You've not outdone them. You're not locked in. Bring all your passion. Bring heart. Every single game, every single play. Put forth 120% or don't ask nobody to do nothing to you. The W, the O, the R, the K. The W, the O. What's up? What's going on, everybody? Happy Monday morning. We're up. We're at it. We're doing our things. Let's take a look at this market today. We're going to get into it. We're going to get into some news. We're going to get into some crypto news. We're going to get into some tariff news. We're going to get into some amazing price action over there in the cryptocurrency market. It is Monday. It is Monday, and we are up. We're at it. We're here to do our thing. We're here to look at these markets in the early morning, and we're here to start to set the tone for the rest of the week. What a big week it is. We have the FOMC meeting coming up today, guys. I mean, on Wednesday. I don't really expect much of anything to really happen at that meeting. I expect rates to kind of stay steady at least until September. But we are up. We're at it. It's Monday. We're feeling good. The markets are looking good. Everything's starting to kind of look like it wants to move to the upside. We had a tiny bit of a pullback last week. People were going crazy about it. People were kind of just in their feels. They were in their feels, but when you get a big run up like we had for weeks, you got to expect a little bit of a cool off. But the market itself is actually moving up. It's actually looking pretty damn good. And here we are on a great Monday morning with some news that some tariff news that's actually good news, some crypto news that's actually good news, and the markets are waking up this morning and they're starting to react to the positive news. And hey, what more can you ask for, right? But we do have the FOMC meeting on Wednesday, which I really don't expect any interest rate cut coming out of that meeting. We could be shocked, but I just don't see it. There is a lot of pressure on Jerome Powell to cut rates. You have BlackRock coming out saying they want rate cuts. A couple other big banking institutions coming out saying that they want some rate cuts, things like that. And obviously the president himself is coming out saying, it's time for rates to be cut. So there is a lot of pressure on Powell right now to do that. But guess what? It ain't going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen on Wednesday. I can tell you that. So we're going to see. And I know people were speculating that Powell was going to leave. And he came out over the weekend and said, nah, he's not resigning. Nah, that ain't going to happen. So, we got a lot of news to get into. A lot of good stuff. Good positive vibes on this Monday morning. What's up, the juniors in the building? What's up, my dog? What's up, man? What's up? We got my man Elmo in the building. My man 50 grand. What's going on, brother? How are you? I think I seen my man Ken in the building. Ken, you all right, brother? You all right? Ain't seen you in a couple days. What's up to my man Selmo in the building? What's going on, brother? What's going on? How is everybody? We got my sister, y'all, right here, Eva Gaten in the building. This is my sister. Go check her out. And she's up in the building doing her thing. So how is everybody doing this morning? I hope everybody is doing well. Yo, Ken, how you doing over there across the pond, brother? How you doing over there? What's it looking like over there? What's the feel over there? The market. Everybody doing all right? So everybody doing all right over there across the pond, Ken? Somo, we get some hot weather, brother. We get some hot weather. I know
You down there in Ohio are getting the same heat we getting, man. What's going on, Heat? How are you, brother? How are you? How you doing? How's everything over there across the border, baby, in Canada? How are you? How are you? Hope you're doing good. Hope you're doing good. We're in the market, Heat. We in the market, baby. Let's go. We're gonna get into this market in a minute. I just want to make sure I got most of everybody in the chat, and when we can move on. As this chat moves on a little bit, we will move on too. So Ken, it's all love across the pond, man. It's all love over there. You been good? Good. All right. Let's go. Let's get in. Let's get after. Let's do what we do. Listen, got the Asian markets last night, guys. They didn't trade too well. They went to bed. They said, damn it, we're dumping stock. We don't care over there in the Asian market. They said, damn it, it ain't no good. Over there in the European market, where my boy Ken's at, Ken's over there making all that profit. Green market today, except, for the most part, green. Not too bad. Looking halfway decent over there. Ken making all that money over there. Here in the United States in the pre-markets, we're looking pretty good. We're looking pretty damn good this morning. In the pre-markets, we are looking like we are all green. Definitely we're gonna get into some of this news. I just want to check on some of these hot stocks right now. Tesla looks like it's going to be down. This morning. Hey, Elon got to run Tesla, man. He got to stay the hell out of the politician news. He's got to run Tesla. Nvidia looks good. Nvidia looks good this morning. 173, looking damn good this morning. So Nvidia is doing its thing. We got Tesla, actually some Tesla news right here. Tesla's going ahead. It signed a big deal with Samsung for their technology. So watch out for Samsung stocks today to take off. A $16.5 billion deal for Samsung technology. Watch out for that Samsung stock to react positively off of that news. But listen, here's the deal. Trump struck a 15% tariff deal with the EU nations. Look, here's the thing. Whether you agree with it or disagree with it, it doesn't matter. Got to get these deals done so these markets can start to price these things in. And that's what's important, right? So it looks like 15% is kind of the baseline deal for everybody, right? So we're gonna see how the markets react to that when they wake up. And also let me get to the big one right here. This is the big one. This is the one everybody's waiting for. This is the one everybody's watching for. This is the one that everybody's looking at and saying, we got to get this deal done. It doesn't make any sense for us not to get this deal done. The United States is the biggest consumer market in the world, and China is the biggest producing market in the world. So look, we got to get this deal done. We got to work together. And if we don't, it's just hurting the markets, right? So the U.S. and China resumed tariff talks today on Monday, guys. And it looks like that they're going to extend this tariff pause for another 90 days is all signs point to another 90 days. That's the reports coming out from the insiders. It's about a 90-day pause on what is going on. And we'll take a 90-day pause, guys. We'll take that. That's a good thing. It gives the markets another 3 months to kind of pump themselves up and not have to worry about all this craziness and all this ridiculousness. So we'll take this 90-day pause if that's what it is. That's positive news. You're going to see this market react very well to that news, and that's why you see the United States over here all in green because of the EU deal and the possibility of the 90-day pause. Let's go over here and see where this bond market is. This is where the majority of the world's debt sits right here. Well, guess what? It's in red. Red's okay for a bond market. Means interest isn't that high. Got the oil. Oil's up. Hey, guess what, y'all? We're gonna pay more for gas. Hooray for us, right? What the hell? Gonna pay more for gas. Oil's trading high. So get ready to pay them gas prices about to go high. Gold's trading up. Silver's trading down. So people, starting to move some money into gold. Starting to go to safety a little bit. So we'll see. We'll see what's up. We'll see what happens. But yeah, definitely the market is looking positive over here in the United States today, especially with Nvidia being up, the big deal from Samsung. Everything is moving in the right direction. And yeah, we'll take it. markets got to cool down a little bit though, man. The S&P 500, they've been on a damn rocket ship over the past couple of weeks. I don't know if they can keep that up. I don't know if they can keep the steam up. So, but we'll see. We'll check it out, see what's up. And but yeah, I don't know. Eventually, you're gonna run out of some cash, right? So I don't know. They've been on a rocket. They've been on a hot ride. Yo, so what do we got going on over here in the cryptocurrency market, y'all? We got the Bitcoin Fear and Greed index sitting at 67, which is in greed. So still greedy. And you know what I say? You know, we shop in the market when the market is in fear, and we sell when the market is in greed. When everybody else is FOMOing into the market, we are looking to get the hell out of the market. Because that is where the money is made. You got to buy when things are down and sell when things are up. That's just the way it goes. You got altcoin season sitting over here at 42 out of 100. Yo, last week we were tipping around 50. We're tipping in the 50s. Give me 50. We're tipping in the 50s, Selma. We're tipping in the 50s, Ken. Give me $50, baby. But you know, now we're down to 42 out of 100. Not looking too bad though. We'll take that for right now. We'll take that for a Monday morning. Got the cryptocurrency total market cap sitting at $3.94 trillion right now. Still looking to break through that $4 trillion market cap that we got going on. Definitely need to get above 4 trillion. That's a big one. The ETF inflows, outflows, we won't get anything on that until tomorrow. Daniel on fire this morning. Yo, we on fire, baby. It's Monday, baby. We ready to go. We ready to go. We got a lot of news to get into. Got a lot of great crypto news to get into, man. A lot of good stuff going on over there. So we got the Bitcoin dominance. Oh, ticked back up in the 60%. Ethereum dominance, 11.9%. Rest of altcoins, 28.1%, guys. So Bitcoin dominance starting to tick back up just a little bit. So people are starting to run the safety a little bit, going to Bitcoin. But yo, Ethereum's on a damn rocket ship, baby. Ethereum's gonna lag behind the market for a long time, man. And now you're starting to see it start to come up a little bit. Starting to wants to break that 4K mark. It wants to break it. And it's gonna. But here, you know, you guys, we talk about cycles, right? So here we are. We're in an altcoin cycle. Watch for Ethereum to tick up, but you got to front run the altcoins, right? Because we know if Ethereum goes to a new all-time high, people are going to do what? They're going to start FOMOing out of Ethereum, start to throw their money into altcoins, and then you got to do what? Then you got to front run the narrative, right? The bull run narrative, which is what? AI, real world tokenized assets, and ISO 2022. So you got to front run them narratives, which we've already been front running them narratives for the past 3 years, waiting for this bull cycle to start. So we should be positioned ourselves really, really well into them particular narratives. You got $673.69 billion of longs and shorts out there right now looking to get liquidated or make money, one or the other. You know, the lizard people that sit there and take all of our money, they will be looking to suck that liquidity up, you know, because they are greedy bastards. They are greedy bastards, and they will be looking to come out and suck that liquidity up. But you know what? You gotta play. Gotta play. You gotta be in it to win it, and we'll play around. Let's go over here and look at what's happening on chain. What the hell do we got going on chain? We didn't look at this all week long. We got BNB on Binance sitting at $5.06 billion of volume coming through their blockchain right now. Yo, that's a lot of volume for the weekend. That's a crap ton of volume for the weekend. You don't see a lot of that. You got Ethereum coming back up to take the number 2 spot over Solana, sitting at 3.49 billion on the books on a Sunday, which is huge. Like I said, that doesn't happen too often. What is going on? XRP to 1, baby. Where you been? Dog? XRP's been booming, man. And you must have been sitting back there counting all your money, baby. But yo, then we got Solana sitting over here at 2.2 1.17 billion on a 24-hour volume on a Sunday. Not too bad. That would be a great number if BNB wasn't absolutely just smoking everybody. And then you got Base sitting over here at $1.38 billion, which anytime Base can put up anything bigger than $1 billion on a Sunday is a good day. You got Sui ticking up right now. Look at that. It's ticking up. It's starting to catch some heat. And then you got my boy over there, Arbitrum, sitting at number 6. We're hanging out, just doing this thing, waiting for Robinhood to go ahead and release their layer 2 on top of Arbitrum so it can just go ahead and do all kinds of massive volume for us, right? So that's what we're looking at. Woo, XRP the one. What you got for me, man? Where the hell you been, brother? There's no goddamn yo, man, it's all good, XRP, man. We missed you, dog. Where you been? Whoa. But yo, we over here at the Crypto Bubbles, man. Yo, I wish my boy Scottish wasn't here because I'm telling y'all, we told y'all about XPX 6900. We told y'all about this project a while ago. Yo, this thing is taking off up to $2.26 right now. Yo, we were telling you guys about this project under $1, baby. You would have been at least sitting on a double up if you would have got in where we told you to. Hex, yo, where's my man Elmo? There's my man Elmo. Hex up 31.9%, baby. Check your wallet. It's all good, man. You got 2 Hex in your wallet. You know, you went all in, baby. And here they are. You're up to 2 pennies. 2 pennies, baby. Let's go, Elmo. Hex is on the move. It's up 31%. We got to sort this out. Yo, we're sorting it out, man. We're sorting it all out. Man. I've been working. Yo, we all been grinding, XRP. Yo, we all been grinding. It's all a grind. The one. Yes, the one is in the building. Junior, what's up? How's everything going down there in Sunshine State, baby? You catching that 10? You catching that 10 down there? But yo, we got Hex, baby. Hex up 31.7%. What's going on over there? What's going on over there in the Hex ecosystem? Whoo, that's some money. Hot as fuck. All right. Yeah, it's hot here too, baby. Hot here too. We'll take it. We'll take the heat. We'll take the heat up here up north. We complain about the winter so much, man. We'll take the heat now. We'll take the heat. But look at AVAX. We talked about AVAX, man. It's starting to catch up. It's kind of like Ethereum starting to catch up. Look at that, $26.82, baby. We was buying this joint way down at the bottom. Hex is up here doing its thing. So we're good. I mean, Avalanche is up here doing this thing. Let's catch up trading. They're going to be the #1 gaming blockchain out there when it's all said and done. That's my prediction, not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. If you need one, seek one, baby, because I'm not him. So, but that's just my prediction right there. That's my prediction. So here we go. We on the move, baby. Curtis, what's up, Curtis? Good morning, dog. How are you, brother? How are you? Curtis is in the building. What's up? Crypto needs Hex. I don't disagree with you that XRP. I think that Hex has a lot to offer this ecosystem. They just got to get it moving, baby. They got to get it moving over there. You know, I like what they have. I like Pulse Chain. I like Pulse Chain. I like what they have to offer, right? But you got to get people over there. You know, you got to get people over there using it. So, starting a new job, Curtis. Congratulations, brother. Congratulations. Way more money. Yo, you don't start a new job to take a pay cut unless you're you know, kind of kind of on a downhill, and ready to call it a day. Ready to call it a day. We'll get into some of this price action over here in a minute. But I want to get into some news, y'all. Let's get into some news. Let's look at some news. We looked at that. We looked at that one already. Let's get into some another one right here. Yo, you guys know we are huge on Ondo. But so 21 shares files with the SEC for a spot Ondo ETF. Huge news for Ondo. And why is this bigger than a lot of other news when it comes to the spot ETFs? Because it's BlackRock, and BlackRock runs the world. They run everything. They run the world. They run all financial systems. They run all of the real estate. They run everything. And when they file for something, they have a 99% success rate of getting it approved through the SEC because they got that cash, baby. It's straight cash, homie. And that's what they got. And so Ondo, this is a big deal for Ondo. Now, this is a long ways. This is a long ways away from being live, right? Because they just filed it. But the fact is that they filed it and they're ready to go. And Ondo could be that thing. Ondo could be that thing. If this comes through, Ondo's price is gonna pump, baby. Pump it up. It's gonna pump. We looked at that. What else do we got going on over here in the news? Ethereum's climbing. Ethereum on its way to 4K, right? It got up to 3,900, and SharpLink, that company. Now think about Michael Saylor and his company, MicroStrategy, over there buying up all the Bitcoin, right? So SharpLink is just buying up all the Ethereum, right? They're buying up as much Ethereum as they could possibly buy up, all right? 72.2K worth of Ethereum that they picked up, right? So, SharpLink, these companies over here on the stock exchange, they're just buying it up, baby. They're buying it up. So it is what it is, man. This thing is going rocket ship. People look at this like crypto is, this fairy tale world, and it's not the stocks and all that, man. This is you better position yourself. That's all I'm telling you. Is you better position yourself. Scottish, there's my man. There's my dog. We just talking about you. How about our boy over here, SPX 6900? How about our guy? Look at that. Up 12% under 24 hours, up $2.26. Y'all can go get rugged out a lot of them other memes if you want to, or you can go with the real deal OG joints that have been out for a while and continue to move up. Where's WIF? Where's $1.13 right now? We talking about WIF at 30 cents, talking about possibly hitting the bottom, baby. Look at Chronos starting to do a catch-up trade over here, sitting over here at 14 cents, 14.4, baby. We're talking about this joint at 9 cents. Hey, Chronos starting to do that catch-up trade right now. It's starting to come alive. Oh, that thing's starting to look good. Michael, good morning. Good morning, brother. Good morning. Scottish, how the golf tournament? How did everything go over there, man? With the president being over there in Scotland, man. Did they mess up traffic? Did everything go okay? Was it a disaster over there? How'd it go, man? How'd it go? How was your weekend with all that stuff going on over there? How you living? But yeah, look at market looks good on the 24-hour. Market looks really good. BNB, man. Whoo, BNB's been on a run. $845 right now. Whoo, remember when we were talking about this thing at $5, baby? I mean, at $500, baby. Whoo, this thing's been on a run, man. This thing's been on a rocket ship. Y'all go ahead and like this stream. Go ahead and like this stream. Go ahead and share this stream. Go ahead and subscribe if you're not subscribed. You don't do all that good stuff. Do all that good stuff that you guys got to do. So I'm going to see Trump. I'm going to see Trump today. Okay. So it's still going on. It's still probably a shit show over there with all the security and everything else, right? Probably still a shit show over there, That's what happens when the presidents come to town. You know, the cities usually turn out to be crap shows, but you know, it is what it is. Yo, Hex up 30% doing this thing. Heat. Anyone selling no, I'm not selling any of my BTC or any of my Ethereum right now because of this. Uh and this is just my strategy, right? Because of this. We're just tipping into altcoin season right now, right? So I'm waiting for this thing to start moving, right? I'm waiting for this thing to start moving. And I'm waiting for this thing. We were up at 50% and we didn't sell, right? And you know, we didn't sell any when this altcoin season was sitting at 54%, right? So I got to tip over here in the 70s, right? Got to tip over here in the 70s. And you know, when it comes to BTC though, I don't know. I don't know if I will sell my BTC. Tell you the truth. Tell you the truth. I'll be out of. But my hope is by the end of this bull market to be out of every single one of my altcoins, right? I don't know if I'll sell BTC. You gonna tell him to buy SPX 6900? All right, Scottish, let's go. Let's go. Tell Trump to get in there. Tell him to buy it. Pump my bag, baby. Pump my bag. Or even XRP. XRP. Yeah, let's talk about XRP. Let's talk about where we're at right now. $3.22 right now. Oh boy, this thing pulled back. This thing pulled back pretty damn good over the last month, right? It was up 360 something. Everybody was talking, you know, it's on its way to $4. I believed it too. Market took a sharp turn back. But XRP starting to recover right now. $3.22, starting to recover a little bit. Good entry point for people just FOMOing in here. These retail investors that are just FOMOing in here. But no, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna hold off. I'm gonna hold off and see where it goes. And you know, I got XRP landing at between $5 and $8 right now, relatively soon, relatively early 2026. So I'm not gonna dump yet. I'm not gonna dump yet. Yeah, you got to be careful when you start asking AI where the price is going to be. There's a lot of price models and a lot of price predictions out there. Here's the one thing that nobody can predict, right? That's that institutional money inflow, right? That's the institutional money inflow into these projects that are coming in right now. You're starting to see it with Ethereum. Everybody's starting to buy the ETFs over there. A huge amount of institutional money coming in there, and it's hard to predict that. It's hard to price that into the market, right? And we'll see. You know, but there's some things that need to be sorted out with these blockchains. There's a lot that needs to be sorted out still. And we'll get into a little bit of that in a minute. Let me catch up on the chat. Been adding more weekly, Curtis. All right. Yeah, I'm buying BTC. You know, I like to buy a little, just a tiny bit of BTC here and there. You know, you know, it's one of them things where it's a finite number of supply, right? Like it's finite. So, you know, you go mine gold, right? You keep adding to the gold supply every day you're mining it, right? You're out there, you're mining it, the miners are doing their thing, you keep adding to the supply. At least you know where the cutoff is for BTC. It's finite supply. Uh Curtis, man, I tell you, you get to the bull market, man. and everybody wishes they had more. I want more. I want more. I want more. Everybody wishes they had more. You'll never own enough BTC to change your life. It's really not about owning enough to change your life, really. It's about owning it's about, just I don't know, you got to look and see where the financial system's going, right? So H bar, that's my dog right there, Michael. H bar is on the move, got listed on Robinhood. H bar got listed on Robinhood, made a move to the upside. Yo, we've been talking about H bar forever, y'all. We've been talking about H bar for a while, and accumulating H bar for a while. On this channel, like through the bull market. So, 28 cents, top 30 cents, right? I mean, we've been talking about it here on this channel for a long time, man. And H bar is making that move. H bar is starting to be that dog right now. H bar is starting to turn some heads, especially in the institutions. H bar is starting to turn that head, man. And people are starting to look at it a little different. Yeah, XRP has. Here's the thing with XRP for me. XRP for life. There's nothing that's gonna pump up XRP's price until them spot ETFs are approved. That's when you'll see where XRP is gonna actually go in this bull market, right? When them are approved, that's what we're gonna see. We need them ETFs. People can call it what they want, but when you got a market cap of this size, retail money is not moving that market cap. Burns are not moving that market cap. Retail, Burns, news, collaborations, all of that stuff isn't going to make that market cap really skyrocket, right? It's just there's too many tokens. The market cap's too big. You need ETFs. You need a huge amount of institutional flow in order to really make that market cap move and sustain that, right? And sustain that market cap, that new higher market cap, right? So, until you get them ETFs approved and out and ready to go, and not only approved, out and ready to go, but the market buying into the ETFs. That's the key right there. The markets have to buy into the ETF. You see, the Solana ETF was approved. It is just now starting to gain ground after 3 to 4 weeks. And I told you guys, with the stock market, it's not an instant pump, right? It's a slow, methodical pump, like Novocaine is slow. It's methodical. And XRP is going to go through this same situation where they're going to release all these ETFs, right? Some are going to win, some are going to lose. You got to figure out which ones are really going to gain ground, and then it's going to be a slow, methodical move up to the top. It's not going to be an instant hurrah, right? It's not going to be an instant, oh my God, we're going to see, $15 billion in inflows come in over the course of 24 hours. That's not how that's going to work. So, but it will pump the price of XRP with that new inflow of capital. You think Curtis, you got H bar doing 20x? I got H bar running, baby. I got H bar running. James, good morning. What's going on, brother? How are you? Depends on what happens. Yeah, you're right. There's a lot of dark pools in XRP too that people have to look at and understand that these big money investors are not buying their token off of the open exchange, right? BTC is priced out of retail. Yeah, it is. It is, but you can buy pieces of it, right? So when it comes to banks and banking institutions and things like that, you're really gonna, now that they're able to use BTC as collateral and stuff like that, that could change the game for all of crypto, not just BTC, but all of crypto. Because you may get to a point where people are buying crypto, holding it, and using it as assets, much like they use real estate as an asset. You may see them start to use cryptocurrency as a whole asset class where they can borrow against it. Now you can do this already in your stocks, right? You can take your stocks, you can put them in a bundle, you can go to the bank, you can borrow against them, and do all that. So this, we could be looking at some of the same situations, and then you're in a buy and hold mode instead of rather than a buy and sell mode. So we'll see. There's a lot that has to be shaken out here, right? The other big thing that has to be shaken out is, just 24 months ago, what you didn't hear is all of these big banks starting to wanting to or thinking about starting their own stable coins, right? So now all the projections was that the banks were going to use, the banking institutions, financial institutions, all these guys were going to use all of these particular cryptos in order to move their money around, right? Now you're starting to hear the conversation shift, not to what particular crypto all the banking institutions are going to start to use during the ISO 2022 transition of what specific crypto they're going to use. But now you start to hear the conversation shift of what blockchain are they going to use to move that, right? And the one that gets the blockchain that gets the most adoption from the banking institutions when it comes to moving their particular stable coin around, that stablecoin bill came out, right? So now you're starting to hear these banking institutions start to use these stable coins, right? Create their own, the big institutions, depending on what blockchain they pick to move, that will be the winner of this particular bull cycle. That blockchain in particular will be the winner of this bull run. It'll see the biggest uptrend. So will it be RippleNet? We'll see. Will it be Ethereum? They got to up their speed. I don't think it'll be, probably won't be Solana, so we'll see. We'll see what's up. But that blockchain particular will be the winner, because if you get all of the banking institutions starting their own stablecoin and utilizing that on a particular blockchain in order to move money across borders and all that, because let's face it, it doesn't take a rocket scientist or a genius right now to move money from the United States to Africa using USDC. I can have it there in 2 seconds, right? I can literally have it there in 2 seconds. I can move USDC right now from the United States to Africa in 2 seconds. The technology is already here, right? So it's the blockchain that matters, right? It's the blockchain. I disagree, DG. A couple other factors. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of factors, right? There's a lot of factors at play, Junior. I mean, you could touch on 5 or 6, and then there will be 10 other ones that are at play, right? There will be 10 other ones. And it's really just about it's at the end of the day, it's about the movement of money, right? That's what we're really talking about, right? It's the movement of money. It's the movement of real world tokenized assets. It's the movement. It's a constant movement, right? Of all of these things is what's trying to come on the blockchain, right? And how fast and secure can you do that, right? That's the key. That's the number one key. How fast and how secure can you do that, right? Which blockchain is pretty secure. Everything on it is absolute, right? So you no longer have to call your bank to say, hey, did my transaction go through? And when's it going to clear? Right? You pull it up on a blockchain. You got your receipt right there. Boom, it's complete. It's done. That person should already have your stuff, right? So, that's really what we're talking about, right? So when you look at RippleNet right now, let's talk about XRP. Let's look at RippleNet, right? When you go on RippleNet right now and you go to make a transaction and you want to send it across borders, it's not that you automatically are using XRP. That's not the case. People can go on RippleNet and they can choose whether or not they want to use XRP or whether or not they want to use another particular token, like a stablecoin, right? So people believe that people are under the belief that as soon as somebody uses Ripple, that they're using XRP. That's just not true. That's just not true. And if you don't believe me, go try to use it yourself. Go try to use it. Go try to use the ledger yourself. You have the option. You have the choice, right? But yeah, I don't know. Like, so it's the blockchains are going to be the winner, right? That's what's going to be the winner. It's not going to, you know what I mean? So whatever, like if JP Morgan picks a blockchain to move their particular token through from a banking institution, listen, that's going to put billions and billions of dollars through that blockchain. Dogecoin ETF is on the way. It is applied for and could be coming soon, actually. Coming soon to the stock market near you. Hidden Road. Yeah. Ondo, yes, Ondo's getting its own ETF. We talked about that, James. It's getting its own ETF, and the key is it is actually put out by 21 Shares, which is BlackRock, and they've got a 99% approval rating on their on anything that they launch ETF wise. So Ondo will be getting its own ETF. It's a matter of time. It's a matter of time, baby. It's a matter of time. So I mean, you know, I don't say that to I'm not trying to kill anybody's dreams by, you know, by whatever tokens they hold. I'm just saying that there's a lot out there. There's some realities that we have to get through, right? We got to get through some realities, right? All right, Junior, have a good one, brother. Go clock in, go do that 9 to 5, baby. That's what we got to do. We got to get busy. We got to go to work. We got to go to work, baby. Let's go. But yeah, that's the reality of the situation. Is just that there's a lot of the unknown out there right now, right? And that's okay, because that just means that we're moving into this next phase of crypto evolution of where we're going into the unknown, and that's actually a good thing. People look at it as a bad thing. It's actually a good thing. But yeah, SPX 6900 up another 1.5% this hour. The market is in red on the hour, baby, but we would expect that after a big old pump like we had last night. Sui doing this thing over here, back above that $4 mark. $4.24, baby. Yo, could this one be the darling? Could this one be the darling? The new shiny object? Could that one be the new darling? Maybe. We talked about it before. Could be. Could definitely be. Bonk has absolutely been on a tear over the past couple weeks. Sitting at 403456. Been on a tear. And it's all about that new launchpad they launched over there. It's all about that launchpad. And they're taking money away from Pumped Out Fun. Let's get over here. Let's look at some charts. You guys are probably sick of listening to me just ramble on without looking at some candles. My guys over there, we all love candles. We like to look at the candlesticks. Where is Ondo at this morning? 105, moving up, moving on the up. We got the 4-hour chart up. Everything's looking good for Ondo, looking like the oscillators and RSIs on the way up for Ondo, looking absolutely good today, like where Ondo is at. AVAX on the run. We talked about that a little bit, but I want to get to my boys. Let's see here. Where's XRP? Where is XRP chart wise, right? Because this is the deal. This is the beginning, middle, and end. We got price action. So we're here. Got our buy signal here. Oscillators looking good. RSA's looking good. All right, looks like it's getting ready to pump up. Look at it. Look at XRP trying to get out of the moving averages, baby. Look at it trying to pump out of the moving averages. That's important. It's got to get out of the moving averages. It's got to set. It's got to get up here and get a couple candles outside of these moving averages, right? Important. And that's at 3. That's probably right around that 330, 340 mark. Got to get up there. Got to get up there. It's coming. It's coming this morning. It's coming, baby. Let's go. And then we got we got Chainlink over here doing its thing, man. Chainlink is a beast. Chainlink's a monster up in this joint. Sitting here at $19 and just starting to ease its way up there. It's starting to ease its way up there. Everything's looking good. Oscillators looking good. RSI's looking good. Buy signal came in here a couple days ago, right there, looking good. Outside of the moving averages, right here, and starting on the move to the upside. This is what we want to see. This is what we want to see. Yes, the next 2 days are going to be crucial, Scottish, because we got the FOMC meeting, baby. We got to see what Jerome Powell says, baby. We got to see what Powell says, because we got to see when we're going to get some rate cuts, baby. Let's see when we get some rate cuts. China, I'll tell you guys right now, a China deal in any sign of a rate cut, right? A China deal in any sign of a rate cut is going to send these markets, in my opinion, is going to send these markets to the absolute moon. It's going to send them to the absolute moon. If them two things can come together, you're going to see something special in all the markets. Glenn, what's good, baby? What's going on? What's going on, man? Yo, weekend was good, Glenn. Weekend was good, man. Weekend was good. But yeah, so we're over here. We're over here looking at WIF. WIF looks good. $1.13. Man, remember when this thing was 30 cents? Remember when this thing was 30 cents and DG said, yo, this might be the bottom, baby. This might be the bottom. It might be the bottom. Remember we sat out here and said that? Half the people looked at me and said, oh, you crazy. WIF is dead. WIF is dead. Nah, man. That's the bottom, baby. But yo, SPX 6900. Look at this. Look at this. Damn run, baby. That thing is, that thing is on fire, baby. $2.26. Thing is on fire. Solana. We haven't talked about Solana yet this morning. Yo, Solana's making a good move. $191 right now. Solana is making an absolute good move. I tell you. So here we have it. Solana's at a crucial point right now. Can Solana break the $200 mark? Can it break the $200 mark and start to make this move and start to make this next move to that $250, $300 level, right? Because here's where everybody, a lot of people, depending on what chart you look at, what analysts you kind of, go with, they got Solana breaking down at 300 and having that be the top of Solana. Some people say 500, whatever, but Solana's at a very, very crucial stage right now. It had a major pump yesterday, had a great pump yesterday, but it was on a Sunday. So there wasn't a lot of volume in the market on a Sunday to hold a pump, right? You gotta have volume to hold a pump. And so it started to pull back a little bit, but it's starting to come alive this morning again. So can Solana make this move? It's above its moving averages right now, which is key. It's a key level. But when you get right here, you're looking at 204. When it got up to 204, right here, right around 204, it got beat down. Like it got to 204 and boom, it was like the London brick wall came falling off of that joint. So can it get to 204 and can it maintain 204? So that's good. That's good. Glenn, my dog, man, how you been, Glenn? How you been, dog? BTC every day, all day. Hey man, I'm with you. I'm with you. Like I said, I don't think I don't see a lot of people talking about getting rid of their BTC. You know what I mean? Like, looking at Ethereum sitting here 3,877. Oh boy, we busted at 39, and we was on our way to 4. Little slight pullback right now going on, but it's the Americans are waking up. They're getting a little greedy, starting to take some profit. So, I expect this thing to rebound today, though. ETF volume, I expect to be good in Ethereum today. Yeah. All right, Scottish. I agree. Let's get it back. Let's go. Hey, you go. Glad to look at that ETH. Yeah, I mean, it's just the greedy Americans are waking up a little bit, and you know, when you look at it, there's a lot of people right now that are about to get wrecked on ETH. They took longs. Glenn's right. The futures. The lizard people are going to come out. They're going to start sucking up some of this liquidity, y'all. They're going to get that nasty tongue out, and they're going to be like, "Blow, blow." They're going to be wrecking shorts, boom, boom, wrecking longs, and they're going to come out, wreck them again, and then they're going to let the market do what it's going to do, and people are going to go back in them, and they're going to start putting their longs and shorts in, and the lizard people are going to be like, boom, 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 boom. They're going to get you again. They're going to get you again. Lizard people just out here sucking liquidity out of the market like crazy. Market makers are just absolutely just wrecking longs and shorts right now, wrecking them. The lizard people will make their money. Will make their money. Pump fund looks like a good buy. Could. Let's see. Where's pump token? Where's pump token? It was down. It got beat up pretty bad over the past month. And that's why you've seen Bonk really move. I thought I seen pump up here. Let's see. It got beat down, man. I ain't gonna mess with you. And the thing about it is you really want to buy assets when they're beat down. You know, you don't want to buy them when they're on an absolute monster run. You want to buy them when they're beat down. So you got 2.8 right now. Then on the daily, on the weekly, you look at 2.05, 2.04, 2.044 was the high on the weekly. On the monthly, you look at 2.067. It hasn't been a year, but we'll look at the yearly just to see where the all-time ATH right around 2.061. And where is it at today? 2.028. Yeah, just by it being an all-time high, you know, it doesn't even need to get back up to an all-time high right now for you to 2x your money on pump. And yo, and don't sleep on the 2x. People be looking like, 2x, man. I only doubled up, man. Why are you sleeping on a 2x? Why do people sleep on a 2x like a 2x isn't important? People be sleeping on it like it's not enough money for them or something. We only got a 2x. That's you know, what is that? That's nothing, right? Why does everybody sleep on a 2x? A 2x is good money. That's a double up. That's a double up on your money, man. But people will frown on a 2x like it's nothing, right? Like, I don't understand it. AVAX is on an absolute tear. AVAX is making a move, man. But AVAX has got a big move to make because AVAX has a lot of catching up to do when it comes to the market. But AVAX is on the move, man. 27.31. AVAX doing his thing, man. Popcat, we like Popcat. Man, just trading sideways. It's range bound right now. Popcat is just straight range bound, like sitting at 38 cents. It cannot bust above these moving averages right now, and it's below the 200-day, which is dangerous. Anytime a token drops below the 200-day, it's it better move, and it better move fast. Because a lot of people trade that 200-day moving average. Man, I should have redid this fib, but this is a total 3. Look at the total 3 moving up at $1.05 trillion coming into these altcoins right now. 1.05 trillion dollars coming into these altcoins right now, guys. Them things have been on the green candles, man, on the way up. And I'm telling you, when we get up in here, we're tipping on it right now. You can see us tipping on it. We're bouncing our head right now on this blue zone up here. we keep bouncing our head. But I kept remember what I told you guys last week. You're knocking at the door, you're knocking at the door, you're knocking at the door. Guess what? Eventually somebody's gonna open that door and you're gonna run right through it, right? You're gonna run right through it. And that's what's happening with the total 3 right now when it comes to the rest of the altcoins. It keeps knocking at that blue zone, knocking at that blue zone, knocking at that blue. Eventually somebody's gonna open that door. And it's coming. It tried to hit it again this morning. I could move the fib over there, but it tried to hit it again this morning. Just keeps knock, 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 baby. Jasmine, what's Jasmine doing over here? We don't talk a lot about Jasmine anymore, but I still have some, you know. 1 cent, 1.7, 1.75. Again, you see the 200-day right here? It's hitting it. It's on the backside of that 200-day, and it just keeps knocking on the door, knocking on the door, knocking on the door, knocking on the door, and it can't get above that 200-day. It's struggling. It's struggling right now. Still holding up there? Still holding up there? Have a good one, y'all. Elbow, where you going, man? Where you going, dog? But yeah, I gotta get moving here too. I gotta get some payroll done here at some point. Right around 8 o'clock. But yeah, so you got Jasmine knocking on that door. Ando though, what's Ando, man? We looked at Ando this morning a little bit, but 105, still holding strong. Not doing too bad. PTC, ETH, Pepe. This is where I wanted to go right here. Where's Pepe at? 40128 right now. Again, there's the 200-day. It's on the back side of that, knocking on the door. It keeps getting thrown off of that 200-day. It's got to get above there today. It's got to get above there. With this push up, we should be able to push up above there today. Airdrome, same thing. There's your 200-day on the 4-hour. It's knocking, and it keeps, nobody's answering that door. Knock, baby. Let's go. Answer that door. Quant had a nice run last week, right up in here. Had a nice run, pulled right back. Oh, nice trade opportunity right here. Oh yeah, even the indicator said it's a nice trade opportunity right there. Had a nice run, pulled right back down into the moving averages. Boom, and bounced right out of that for a 128 price target. Whew, nice trade setup. I missed that one this weekend. That's a nice trade setup. Do I expect White House crypto report to have any effect on crypto? Absolutely not. I don't expect it to say anything that we don't already know. You know what the White House needs to do? You know what they need to do? They need to go ahead and start that Bitcoin strategic reserve that they promised us. And they need to start that stockpile of cryptocurrency that they promised us too. That's what they need to do. Someone said I didn't talk about pie and elbow left. That's because he got his Vaseline out. There's my man Ken. You still with me, Ken? You still with me, though? There he is. Yeah, Big Watts. I don't expect to have any. I don't expect to say anything that we don't already know about, right? But they do. We're gonna get to. They got to start the stockpile. They got to start moving. XLM, range bound. Right here, just straight range bound. Had a nice, beautiful, after this beautiful push up, it's just been range bound. Some people would call that a bull flag. I'm not telling you that's a bull flag, but I'm not the one gonna sit here and tell you that that's a bull flag. But that damn thing right there, damn sure looks like it's swinging, don't it? That does look like something you would hang on your porch. I was eating. Go ahead. I'm just messing with you, Ken. Just messing with you, dog. But that does look like something you would swing on your porch. I'm just saying. I'm not here. I'm not a financial advisor. Like I said, if you need one, seek one. But that does look like something that would hang on your porch. Oh. What's up with Doji? Where's Doji at? We haven't looked at Doji in a couple. 5 cents. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad at all. Like that project. Like that project right there. Bonk. What's Bonk doing over here? Range bound. Range bound. Sitting here in the moving average, deciding whether it wants to go up, deciding whether it wants to go down. Just kind of hanging. Just kind of hanging. Not a lot going on over there. Not a lot of great price action going on over there. But yo, this is a bull market. Look, we let's get back to the hour. Let's see how we're filling in on this hour, baby. Let's see. Come on, before we get up out of here. Your boy got to go do payroll, but let's see where we at. Filling in green, baby. We're starting to get some green on this hourly. Starting, yo, I got to be bullish on this market, man. Today, got to be bullish this week on this market. You know, too many people not bullish on this market. You know, had a little pullback after a big run, and everybody didn't get bullish. IMX sitting at 60 cents. You know, gotta get bullish on this market, man. You guys should be excited about what's going on in this market right now, baby. But as you get excited, I'll leave you. We're gonna get out of here and leave you guys with this. As we get excited about this market, as Ethereum starts to make its push, as all coins start to make their push, as you start to see the Bitcoin dominance start to come down a little bit, and as all this stuff starts to happen, and everybody's around, right? XRP is starting to make a push, you know what I mean? And the ETFs are starting to roll out, and everybody's starting to FOMO into the market, and everybody's starting to talk about it. Big institutional money we hear about all the time. They're already here. They're already buying what they need. They're not buying it after the fact. They're buying it before the fact, right? So you see all this stuff going on, right? And we've been here for 4 years buying crypto at the rock bottoms, right? At the rock bottoms, just chilling, hanging out, right? Understand, you need a profit-taking strategy. And I keep beating this into you guys because I've seen so many people during bull markets that I've been in, and they hold too long. They just hold too long, and they end up eating it, right? They end up eating it. And have a profit. Take profits on the way up. Always take profits on the way up. And then that way, if things go bad, right, and you don't hit the top, at least you've taken some profit. At least you're on the positive side of the trade. You're never on the positive side of a trade until it's in your bank account. It's that simple. If it's not in your bank account, it's just on your exchange or it's just in your wallet and it just looks good. That's it. That's all it does. It just looks good. So make sure that you take profits on the way up. Get your money and have a profit-taking strategy. Know exactly when you're going to take profits, at exactly what price you're going to take profits at, and then do it. And just do it. Don't look around and say, well, this is happening and the market's doing this and the market's doing that. And, you know, I heard this news or I heard that news. No, if that is your number, then that is your number. Take some profit. I'm not saying sell out of a project. I'm just saying take some profit on the way up. Don't get left holding the bag. And way too many people, I've seen it. Way too many people get stuck holding these bags and they round trip their bags. And because this influencer on YouTube said that this particular project was going to do this, or they had this comment, or they had that comment, and the next thing you know, the same person that's telling you that is the same person that's dumping on your head, you know. And so just have your number in mind and take profits at your number. That's all I'm telling you. Don't round trip your bags, man. We're all here to make money. We ain't fanboying shit, right? We're here to make money. And that's what we got to do. And the only way to make money is to get that stuff from the cryptocurrency into your USDC or USDT. That's it. You know what I mean? So, you know, have that strategy and don't let people talk you out of your bag either. You know, so do what you got to do. See, you got a money making strategy though. Glenn, that's your strategy. And you take your strategy, you take your profit. Because there's nothing to say that a project won't dump the next day, right? You know, these projects is crypto. Anything can happen. A project could be good today, have a hack tomorrow, be gone tomorrow. So take your profits on the way up, guys. Do your thing. So with that, I'll be back at you guys Wednesday. We're out of here. You guys have a phenomenal day, baby. Get bullish about this market, y'all. Get bullish. Start talking crap. Get bullish about this market. Do your thing, man. This thing is on the move, and it's all positive news. Tuesday and Wednesday will be big days. Specifically, Wednesday. We'll be back at you guys Wednesday morning, so we'll talk about it more. But FOMC meeting this week. But we got great news on tariffs and trade. So let that pump the market today. All right, guys, we up out of here. Peace.